You know, when you're scrolling through YouTube Shorts or TikTok, and you see one of those super simple spot the difference puzzles, but it has millions and millions of views, it almost seems too easy to be real. Well, there's actually a surprisingly simple formula behind it, and today we're going to pull back the curtain and break it all down. Right, this is the big question, isn't it? It feels like there's gotta be some kind of complicated secret, but the truth is, it's a brilliant, low effort, but super high reward strategy that almost anyone can replicate. So, let's dive into this secret recipe step by step. So, what are we really talking about here? We're zeroing in on these short, incredibly sticky, spot the difference style videos. I mean, they are the absolute definition of low friction content. Think about it. There's no complex story, you don't need to know anything beforehand. You see it, you instantly get it, and you start playing along. It's an insanely powerful format because it's so simple. Okay, so where do all the ideas come from? You might think you'd run out of them pretty quick, but that is the real beauty of this whole system. The puzzles that do the best use simple, universal themes, which basically creates a bottomless pit of content ideas. And the core categories are just so basic. We're talking about finding the one different emoji in a sea of smiley faces, or the piece of fruit that's the wrong color, or the one cat with its ears folded. Because these things are so familiar to literally everyone, everywhere. Your potential audience is just massive. It really is an endless well of ideas. So you've got your idea. Now what? Well, this is where the playbook gets really specific. There's a simple, repeatable blueprint, a recipe really, for how to structure one of these videos. And the best part? The entire thing happens in 15 seconds. Or less. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. First, you hit them with a hook, a direct challenge like only 1% can solve this. Then you show the puzzle itself. Step 3 is absolutely crucial. You add a countdown timer. That creates urgency and, keeps people glued to the screen. And finally, the reveal. You circle the answer, and that gives the viewer that satisfying little dopamine hit of either, I got it, or, so close, which just makes them want to try the next one. Now, here's a key thing. Not all puzzles are created equal. The secret to keeping your audience watching video after video is to master the difficulty level. You want to mix it up, keep them on their toes, make some easy enough for a quick win, and others just hard enough to make them pause and maybe even rewatch. So how do you actually signal the difficulty? Well, for an easy puzzle, you might just do a really obvious color change and label it level easy. For medium, maybe a subtle size difference with the text, can you solve this? And for the hard ones, you remove a tiny little detail and hit them with that classic, irresistible hook. 99% will fail this. This whole framing thing manages their expectations and makes solving that hard puzzle feel like a genuine achievement. Okay, so making a fun puzzle is one thing, but making it go viral, that's a whole other ballgame. The real goal here isn't just to get views, it's to get people to interact. The YouTube algorithm absolutely loves comments, and this entire format is basically a secret machine designed to generate them. Let this one sink in for a second. This is the prime directive of the entire puzzle playbook. Every single element, from the countdown timer to the difficulty level, is engineered to push you, the viewer, from just passively watching to actively jumping into the comments. Let's look at how this actually works. The difference here is night and day. Weak calls to action, like thanks for watching, are so passive. They do nothing. But the strong ones, they're direct questions. Comment your time below turns it into a competition. Did you spot it? Begs for a simple yes or no. And my favorite, what level should I do next? That turns your viewers into your content advisors. Every single one is a direct invitation to that comment section. So let's put all the pieces together. This isn't just a handful of tricks. It is a complete, repeatable playbook. It's a system for coming up with endless ideas, structuring them perfectly to keep people watching, and then engineering engagement to make the algorithm happy. And it all comes down to this number, 15. You have 15 seconds. That's it. This entire viral formula, the hook, the puzzle, the countdown, the reveal, and that all-important call for comments, it all operates inside that tiny, tiny window. It's the perfect formula for our shrinking attention spans. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. We often chase complexity, high production value, and these intricate stories, but maybe, just maybe, the ultimate cheat code for viral success on these platforms isn't about being more complex at all. Maybe it's about being brilliantly, strategically simple. What do you think?